Hey champions, Joe Navarro here. I am so fired up to share this story with you. In this story, you're gonna find out what every successful distributor does and what every unsuccessful distributor doesn't do. So I was just at the car dealership getting my car worked on, and I was about to catch Uber home while they did some work on my vehicle. And as I'm waiting for the Uber, there's a gentleman in it's a light jacket, it's a team. And so I put two and two together, and this guy's a coach, and I just engage him and I say, hey coach, who's your team? And he said, oh, this is Team Flash. It's my travel team. And I say, what sport is it? He says, oh, this is baseball. I said, oh, that's cool. I used to play baseball. I was a catcher. And he said, oh, that's awesome. And so he walks in to the building. And at that point, my Uber's about to pull up, but I'm a former coach. This guy, he's a coach, he's a champion, and I want to prospect him. And so I want to go and talk to him. And so I enter the building and I head down the right wing and I'm looking for him. At this point, I don't know if he's an employee. I don't know if he's there getting his car worked on. And so I'm just looking and I don't see him. And at this particular moment, I get a notification from Uber, hey, we're waiting for you. And so at that moment, for a split second, I thought, well, I looked for him. But that's not what champions do. Champions don't go halfway. Champions don't just try. Champions don't check out without finishing what they started. Champions dig in a little bit deeper. They fight a little bit harder. And so how flexible are you too? You don't have to get in that Uber. You're not Uber-led, you're purpose-led. And so I thought to myself, you know what, he can wait. I'll just give him a good tip. And so at that moment I said, I started talking to myself. That's another thing. Champions talk to themselves far more than they listen to themselves. Because if I was listening to myself, I would have listened to Uber, or I would have listened to, he's not here, you tried, walk out the door. But then I started talking to myself and I said, you know what, Joe? Your family is worth it. Your purpose is worth it. This gentleman, his life potentially can change forever if you keep going. Joe, I told myself, Joe, you can leave. You can walk out of this building and get in that Uber after you check every single room. And so I was in the right mindset. I was in the right heart set. So I said, you know what? I got to walk down this wing. And I walked down the other hall. And there he was on his computer, working on his computer. And so I knock on the door. How you doing, sir? He said, hey, come on in. And I introduced myself. Hey, my name is Joe Navarro. So many times we don't know what to say. Smile and introduce yourself. I said, hey, my name is Joe Navarro. You're a coach. I used to coach. I just wanted to share my business with you. I think this could be beneficial with you. I handed him 2 samples. He said, yeah, come in, sit right down. He was so welcoming. He was just awesome. I didn't even have to get out a bottle of water for him. She tried my product. He said, hey, I want to mix one of these right now. He tried it. He loved it. We hit it off. He has 4 daughters. I have 4 daughters. But then I saw a card. It was a major league player on his desk. And you guys would know him. And I said, who's that? He's like, this is my brother. I said, that's your brother? He said, yeah. He said, we have a family of major leaguers. This brother played for the Red Sox. I played for the A's and the Expos. I was like, that is awesome. I said, man, I was supposed to meet you. And he said, yeah, so tell me about your business. This sounds great. I think this would be good for me and my family. Guys, this guy has connections. You create your own luck. We set a date to meet. He was so interested. He loved my product. And just to think, I almost walked out on that. I almost left. I almost had that average mindset and said, I tried. Champions don't just try. They finish what they started. They dig in a little bit deeper. They press in a little bit further. They fight a little bit harder. That's the difference. That's the difference. So next time you're faced with an opportunity to tap out, ask yourself, have I completed the mission? Have I completed the mission? Remember this video. Go back in there. Make a connection. If you don't know what to say, introduce yourself. Just say, here's my business. I just wanted to share this with you. I think it could be life-changing for you. That's what happened for me today. I hope that happens for you. When you're faced with an opportunity to shrink back, I pray that you don't shrink back in fear, but you step up to fight in faith. let me say this, whether it's fear or faith, you're in a fight. You know, they're both a fight, so you might as well have faith, okay? But hey, when that happens, you're gonna create your own luck, just like I did today, and have this prospect with all these amazing connections. I hope this added value to you today. If it did, subscribe to my page and share this with a friend. Bless you guys.